What is good? And today we got a kind of unique idea because when you debate sports, when you talk about it, you always say people's opinions, blah, blah, blah. The people are saying this. So today we're going to fucking do a deep dive, all right, on what the people are saying after UFC 326. This might be kind of a fun series on Reddit, by the way, because the Redditors, let me tell you, are a whole different fucking breed. The Actually crowd goes crazy on Reddit, but I thought this would be kind of a fun little idea after all the numbered events, since they're not called pay-per-view. After all the numbered events, we go through the UFC subreddit, and I've got the MMA subreddit pulled up as well, two different things, and we just doom scroll, and we see what the people are saying, and we react to how the internet is reacting to the fight card that just happened. So last night was UFC 326, the BMF. Charles Do Bronx is back champion. I talked about it, how that was, you shouldn't be hating on Oliveira for that. Go watch my last video if you haven't seen it. Anyways, let's just jump right into this fucking thing. Let's get some rips. Let's see what the people are saying. Here we go. We got the TikTok. Amazing performance from Do Bronx. I think I've seen this on TikTok before, like earlier today. But it was Charles did nothing the whole fight, you know. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's see what these people are. I'm telling you, these Redditors are something else. Here we go. Nobody hates MMA more than MMA fans or than UFC fans. That's facts. Excuse me. He didn't do anything. He didn't allow to do anything to him. Straight dominated Max, and his fans are crying. That is facts. Never would have imagined this fight to be that easy for Charles. He made it seem like Max never belonged in the cage with him. Even the few striking exchanges. Okay, so these guys are logical. They see what I've been saying. Charles usually doesn't really take down people. He strike with them and catch them in a submission midway. What the fuck are we talking about? You can't catch someone in a submission when you're striking with them. What the fuck? Like, I know Charles isn't known for his takedowns and his setups and his crazy offensive wrestling, but what the fuck does this even mean? He doesn't really take people down. All right, man. They wanted Charles to throw away 90% of his skill and swang and bang, so Max gets the easy W. Facts. Easily some of the worst fans in the sport and always have been. Facts. The BMF belt has somehow been legitimized in the eyes of fans. Bullshit. It hasn't, but people just want to fucking bitch and moan about Charles and the game plan when people think the BMF go. Bro, go watch bare knuckle fucking boxing. I swear to God. Like, literally after I was saying go watch Zuffa boxing in my last video, go on TikTok and literally the top comments like, bro, just go watch bare knuckle fucking boxing. Facts. If this is not entertaining to you, go watch bare knuckle fucking brawling, man. Just how good is Ilia Topuria? Facts. People complain when he stands and bangs with a striker. Complain when he uses his strongest asset. Facts. Max was in survival mode. Charles wouldn't allow Max to eye poke him. Watch boxing. Okay, so these. Okay, I guess it's a pro Charles post. So a lot of the comments, good. That's a good post. Good comments. I mean, there's 500 of them. We're not gonna go through all of them. When Charles Oliveira tried to take Topuria down. Here we go. What do we got here? Video of Charles trying to set up the takedown, and Ilia gets the reversal. I think fighters like Volkan Ilia, my bad, do better in the grappling up a weight class because of their short and very stocky physiques. That is fair. That is a good point. But bro, Ilia only beats up washed unks. Dude, that's another thing. People be sitting here saying Ilia has fought nobody. Ilia only beats the washed unks. Ilia dodges Sarukian. Ilia is dodging blah, 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 so and so and so. Dude, what the fuck are we talking about? Charles is in his second prime. He beat Max Holloway, who was probably the third best. Before this fight, he was the third best lightweight on the fucking roster. And I don't even think it was like, people are talking, you know, Ilia, Arman, Max, and then maybe like a gap down from Charles. Like, dude, the way everyone was picking Max. Everyone. Like, Max was pound for pound top 15. He has not left the pound for pound list in like 8 fucking years. Dude, just fucking ridiculous, man. Ilia is not just fighting these unks. I don't give a fuck. Ilia's on another level. Ilia has Greco-Roman base. This isn't surprising. The real BMF beat both of them. That's facts. Ilia's a beast. Topuria, so it's just Topuria glaze. Mark Zuckerberg gets booed. Good. This is not. Well, here we go. This is not what the BMF is about. Get the fuck out of here. Dana pulling his hair out right now. Yeah, that's true. Charles finally doing what he actually should be doing with the rest of his skills in the wrong fight. No, BMF, there is no stipulation. There is no stipulation. Get the fuck out of here. Charles trying to touch real gold. He doesn't give a fuck about no BMF. That's facts. He said he wants to go up. Not go up. He wants to fight. Ilya, again, win the lightweight belt. Go down and fight Volk. Dude, just make fucking Volk. If Volk slimes out Movsar or Laurent Murphy, dude. And if Ilya fights one more time, not Ilya, Charles fights one more time. Say we get Charles versus Sarukian. Charles versus BSD. Charles wins again. And if Volk beats whoever between the winner of them two, move Charles down, Mo. Move Charles down. I don't give a fuck. Charles versus Volk, featherweight title. That's special. That's fucking special, man. Charles has the most subs in the UFC. Max has the most strikes landed. Why did any of you guys think that Charles was going to stand and bang with him? Why didn't Charles just strike and get knocked out? Facts. Okay, we're not going to. Card sucks. Thank God I didn't pay for these. You're not wrong. I mean, did people really? That's another thing. People were bitching about this fucking card. Do I need to pull up the bout list? Like, did we genuinely think that this shit was going to be, like, electric? I get fights can be entertaining with, like, no names. But look at this shit. BMF cards are fucking terrible. Look at the Poirier Holloway fight, BMF fight title card, whatever the fuck, from last year. It was dog shit. It was dog shit. Like, they make these BMF cards terrible. What the fuck did people expect? Max should learn how to defend a takedown. That's facts. This is why I thought this would not be a good BMF fight. In a normal fight, I get it, but not for what the BMF is supposed to be. What the fuck does that mean? This is not BMF. This is not BMF. Get the fuck out of here. BMF is domination. Pure dominated. Like, how many times do I gotta fucking say that, man? It played out like the championship fight in the parallels to DDP and JDM. Shouldn't be lost. They booked the most accomplished submission artist in UFC history, and that's what they got. Dude, people were saying this is a fucking good fight. That this is one of the best fights you can make. Even before, like, if this wasn't for BMF, regardless, this is one of the best fights you can fucking make. I don't care. Like, it's literally not just the fucking, he's a brother wrestler. He's just going to go in there and grapple. Charles is not going to go immediately round start. He's not a Hamzat. He's not fucking just immediately going. Charles will stand and bang. Charles has knockouts on his fucking resume. Charles is a good striker. He is not this brother, doggy wrestler that people love to say they're, the nut huggers. The smotherers. That's not Charles. What the fuck do people think? This is a good fight. This was the matchmakers. I've seen people complaining about the fucking matchmakers for this. This is a good fucking fight. What the fuck else did people want? Who is Charles supposed to fight? Who is Max supposed to fight? This is a good fight. This was a great matchup. Two guys, two fan favorites. Two guys have been in the UFC for 10 plus fucking years that have fought before. And the first fight ended in a fluke. This was a great fucking matchup. I don't understand what people are saying, man. I don't understand how people are bitching at the matchmakers for this fight. Boy, do I have a sport for you. It's called kickboxing. That's facts. Go watch kickboxing, boxing, bare knuckle boxing. Anything with a fucking B in the name ends in oxing. Charles was a savage. He mauled Max. Facts. Is that not BMF? Man, still BMF. It just means boring motherfucker now. The belt is a joke. Maybe don't make a BMF for mixed martial arts. You're not wrong. Can we get a BMF boxing belt? Maybe that's what people... BMF bare knuckle fucking belt. This belt is a joke. Always has been. Ilya is the real BMF. Nah. That's fucking funny. Hamzat, DDP, Islam, JDM, Max, Charles, the Holy Trinity. That's just disrespectful to fucking Max. Or not Max. That's disrespectful as fuck to Charles. There was zero striking in Hamzat DDP. There was zero fucking striking on the feet. There was zero strike. There was nothing in Islam JDM. Nothing. There was a little bit of striking in the Charles Max. But I don't get, like, you cannot sit here. I just don't get how you can sit here and say Max and Charles. Maybe this is me being like ultimate copium. Like, maybe this is me just being, I need to go rewatch those fights. But this fight was not that, dude. It is not on the same level. And okay, Hamzat was a boring fight. But I thought it was so entertaining, and it was a spectacle in the fact that DDP, how fucking bad he got dominated. I didn't sit here and was like bitching about the Hamzat fight. I really wasn't. I thought it was bullshit that they stood him up. I thought it was bullshit. Why the fuck? Hamzat literally just bragdalled him the entire fucking fight until the last, minute of the fight where DDP almost chinned him because he got fucking stood up. It was entertaining in the fact that you don't see that dominance. At least Charles was trying to submit Max. Max had good defense just like JDM. But the ground and pound was a lot more significant in this fight than the Islam fight. Bro, make it make fucking sense, man. It's not on the same level. I don't care. Like I said, maybe this is me ultimate copium. This is sadly what happens when you've got an extremely dominant grappler versus a striker who's just good enough not to get subbed. It becomes a stalemate and leads to the grappler basically being a wet blanket. Once again, dude, 24 upvotes. This is bullshit, dude. Dude, this is literally bullshit. Charles is a BJJ guy. He is not a smotherfuck wrestler. He is good at wrestling. Show me another fucking... Like, dude, you cannot sit here and say, this is what happens when you get an extremely dominant grappler versus striker. Dude, Charles is not fucking boring. He has the most finishes in UFC history for a fucking reason. You cannot sit here and say, oh, this is what happens when you get a fucking grappler. This is every Charles fight. What the fuck are we talking about? Go look at his fucking resume. Go watch Charles fights. Most entertaining fighter in UFC history. Before this shit, I guarantee people are not fucking saying, Charles is just going to smotherfest him. Or else people would have fucking picked him. Charles would have been the favorite. Max was the favorite. Everyone was picking Max. It's just facts. Everyone was picking Max. And now that Charles fucking won, they want to be, don't match up the fucking smotherer against the, the high entertaining, high output striker. This is not Charles. That's not Charles, dude. One fight doesn't define who the fuck you are. If this is a BMF fight, then we lost all meaning. 120 upvotes. Dude, oh my god. It's just crazy. Even Max isn't complaining. That's facts. It was good while it lasted. This is not a BMF fight. This is just a normal fight. High level MMA. BMF is about standing and banging, not grappling and submitting. Then why the fuck is Nate Diaz? Was Nate Diaz in the fucking inaugural BMF title fight? Do I need to go pull up the fucking stats right now? Here, let's go. This was the inaugural BMF fucking fight. UFC 244, Masvidal versus Diaz. In the very first BMF fight. Look at this fucking shit. We had 3 takedown attempts. What? Why are we taking people down? Why? What? Why are we attempting this? Fucking Nate had 53 seconds of control time. Dude, 7 minutes of control time from Jorge. What? Look at the fucking strikes, dude. Nate Diaz landed 43 significant fucking strikes. I understand it went 3 rounds. The BMF stopped because of a fucking doctor stoppage. The very first BMF fight ended because of a doctor stoppage, by the way. I get that's out of the fighter's reach. 43 strikes landed in 3 rounds, by the way, for Nate fucking Diaz. Man, that is what we want to see. That is some real badass BMF shit. All right? 43 strikes in 3 minutes. That's what we fucking like. 0 knockdowns. 125 total strikes. I mean, how do you not? That's fucking badass, man. That's just badass as fuck, man. Yeah, BMF totally lost its way. It's got to be stand and bang only. It's literally, BMF is literally like the fucking, oh my god, dude, make it make sense, man. I never understood why Charles was picked for this fight. He's a tactician, not a brawler. Are we watching the same fucking Charles, dude? Are we watching the same Charles, not a brawler? Please go rewatch his last 4 fucking fights. Or last 3 fights that he won. Dude. Charles the tactician. Yep. Alright, man. Whatever the fuck. I just cannot believe we're saying that. We fucking gone down. Okay, let's get off this post. Let's see what else people are saying. Everyone's mad the guys known for grappling and subs didn't stand with the volume striker and granite chin. Come on, guys. It's facts. Askren versus Jorge. That's cool. Hot take. Oh, this is another one I saw. Here we go. We'll back out. Hot take, the UFC is the worst it's been in 15 years. How or who can save it? Are we fucking serious? The UFC is the worst it's been in 15 years. I understand the matchmaking isn't always the best, and it doesn't make sense, but that's fucking how it's been the last 10 years. 15 years. Literally, it was probably like 15 years was the fucking cutoff. Do we really remember what 15 years ago was? Dude, do I need to pull up some cards from 10 years ago? They're fucking dog awful. Like, all of the exciting fighters like Pereira, Justin, Max, Charles, Volk are in their mid-30s, and the younger fighters are fighting 1 to 2 times a year. All want to be like McGregor, but just aren't. I looked at the White House card when I woke up, and the card looks like it was been a standard numbered card 5 years ago. A standard card 5 fucking years ago. Dude, oh my fucking God. Here we go. 5 years ago was 2021. What do we got? UFC. Here we go. Miocic Ngannou. 2. Are we fucking serious? Jamie Malarkey on the fucking main card. Jillian Robertson, Miranda Maverick on the main fucking card. Thomas Almeida. Dude, are we Vincent Luque on the fucking co-main of a pay-per-view, dude. Get the fuck out of my face. Here we go. They always dog McGregor fights. Usman Burns. Great fight. The co-main, Macy Barber, Alexa Grasso. Gastelum versus Ian. Dude, I don't even know that fucking jobber's name. Who the fuck are... This is a main fucking card. Ricky Simone, Brian Kelleher. I don't know. I'm sorry. Dude, this dude was 9-6 fighting on the opening of a card 5 years ago. Get the fuck out of my face. I understand this was COVID. Okay? So it might have been more difficult. Oliveira Chandler. Here we go. 2021. Tony Ferguson. Dude, we had fucking... Dude, look at this shit, bro. Please look at this shit. The main card. Matt Schnell. Matt fucking Schnell on the main card, man. Oh, yeah. We all wanted to see... Dude, who the fuck are these people? Actually, I'm sorry. Call me a casual all you fucking want. Who the fuck? Shane Burgos. I know him. Edson Barboza. Not bad. What the fuck is this shit? Actually, I'm sorry, dude. You cannot fucking say 5 years ago... Comparing the White House card. Dude, this shit. Dude, Matt Schnell on the main card saying that shit's better than the fucking... Do we need to go through 5 years ago and compare and see which ones would even hold a fucking candle to the White House card? Dude, the White House card is just a standard number card. I don't know what happened. What fucking reality have we been in where the White House card is a standard? Dude, do I need to keep fucking going through these? Here we go. We got Adesanya Vittori, Poirier McGregor, Louis Gahn. I mean, that's what, a fucking interim title. Jose Aldo, Pedro Munoz, Michael Chiesa. Yup. Clap it up. Michael fucking Chiesa. Another women's fight on the main fucking card, man. What great main events. Here we go. Blachowicz versus Adesanya. Amanda Nunes versus Megan Anderson. I mean, how can you not say that's better than the White House card? Piotr Jan, Islam Makhachev, Drew Dober, Thiago Santos Rakic. That is a good card. This is the first good card on paper. And that fucking Sterling Peter Yan entered in DQ. I mean, whatever, but that's the first fucking good card. That's not comparable. They have, who the fuck is Megan Anderson comparing this shit to the White House card? I don't give a fuck, man. Get out of my face. I can't believe Chandler's little bitch-ass weaseled his way onto that card. He should fight in the early prelims, if anything. We're just yapping. Chandler's still ranked. He's not a fucking jobber. He's entertaining. He's the America gung-ho. And he's still getting rewarded because of the whole McGregor debacle. I really believe because, he was supposed to fight McGregor. They had the whole pay-per-view. McGregor obviously pulls out. I still think the UFC is rewarding Michael Chandler. He's not, the best. But you still have to... He's still entertaining. It's the fucking White House card. It's supposed to be a spectacle. UFC does not promote its fighters. It promotes the brand. That's facts. They'll never create another Chuck, Randy, Connor, GSP. I agree with that. Ngannou leaving. Terrible matchmaking. Champion versus champion after one title defense. I agree with this comment. We just got a picture of fucking Marvin Vittori. Hell yeah. This is where I'm coming from. Since TKO bought it, the main goal was to get the money back. I'm not going to say who ruined the UFC. But it's a 3-letter word. No comment. Moving on. The climax of... Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I forgot I got a little zoomed in. The climax was 2016 of the UFC, and we are here in the downfall. They're comparing the UFC currently to the inception of the UFC. Yep. The UFC and Dana got too comfortable. That I agree with that. The product has changed. The stars and talent is there. However, the UFC wants to make sure they get the most out of each event. Champs need to spend more time in their division defending their belt. I agree. The biggest problem is the roster. There's way too many events, and too many fighters on the rosters today. This has caused less stars to grow. I disagree. The UFC is what's causing less stars to grow, not because the roster, the UFC itself. Volk Lopez 3. I mean, how can you not? Heavyweight division of true beasts. Yeah, obviously heavyweight is a dog shit now. UFC suffers from bloat. Huge roster most fans don't care about. 60% of. They put on 40-plus events a year. Back pre-Conor, you'd go through 1, maybe 2 pay-per-views a month, maybe 6 to 8 fight nights a year. Smaller roster, elite fighters top to bottom. I just think, too, it doesn't help that more people just don't fucking want to be in the UFC. Literally, we see people transitioning to boxing. Boxing has made a huge comeback, even though it's still, like, in the grand scheme of things, not as big as it once was, obviously, but boxing's fucking huge around the world. It mogs the fuck. It mogs the fuck out of the UFC. We living in America, the UFC is way bigger than boxing. Worldwide boxing shits on the UFC. Why the fuck would you go, once again, the fighter pay. They want to say the roster is too big, too many events. Bump the fighter pay, you'll get better talent. You'll get more people wanting to fucking fight in mixed martial arts. Why would I go into mixed martial arts as a heavyweight when I can go to fucking boxing and make bank in 1-2 fights? I mean, it's the top 1%. Why the fuck would I go to the UFC at all? If I'm a collegiate wrestler, why the fuck would I go in the UFC? It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. The styles, today's athletes, they train MMA. People want to watch fighters, not athletes that train MMA. I kind of disagree with that. There's nobody I know that watches the UFC regularly, and I work with a bunch of blue collar at a steel mill. All right, buddy. My collar blue, but my neck is red. Head ass, bro. I drag a buddy or two out to watch major events. It's more like a party entertainment to them. The product is pretty saturated. The UFC low-key been trash for years. UFC 326 main event, absolute ass. I mean, I'm glad Paramount forced you to miss 2.5 minutes of that shit. Volk Lopez 4 for the BMF. I mean, how can you not? Have the UFC, once again, has the UFC ever been in a worse spot? I cannot remember the last time I was actually impressed with a card. Holy shit. Just say you're getting old and just say you're fucking getting stale. They pulled all the stops for the White House card. I'm not sure I would buy it, even if it's a pay-per-view event. Like, what the? These are people. I am a D1 hater, but people are just fucking hating to hate. Dude, get the fuck out of my face saying the White House card is dog shit. If, like, the product is so shit now. I used to watch every card, every fight. I mean, how can we not get hyped for fucking women on the main card? How can we not get hyped for these fucking jobbers that were on the main card 5 years ago, by the way? Get the fuck out of my face, dude. They went against the whole gimmick appeal of the belt. We had Nate Diaz fight for the belt. His attitude, sure. His fight style, no. Like, get the fuck out of here. UFC has been so shit lately. Whole card was ass. The only thing good about this card was in Garbrandt, mean mug dude, and then ran straight at him, Masvidal style. I mean, that was pretty fucking funny. That fight was dog ass. UFC has sucked ass lately. The BMF title should be put away. BMF, to me, means let's go, not lay on me for 22 minutes. Yep, because that's what Charles did. He laid on him for 22 fucking minutes, did nothing. Oh, man. BMF, oh, who the fuck booked Oliveira in the BMF fight? That's crazy. Yep, because, you know, Oliveira, you know, the guy with the most finishes, the most entertaining fighter in UFC history. If it, you know, I'm calling the most entertaining fighter, he's at least, you can give him top 5 most entertaining fighters in UFC history. Fucking UFC history. And what's the question? Why the fuck is he in the BMF? I don't know. Who the fuck should we get in there in the lightweight division? Benoit Saint Denis? Badass. The guy who lost to Renato Moicano? Badass. Get him in there. The fuck out of my fucking face, dude. I'm so fucking pissed off right now. Oh my god. This is for a BMF title fight. Everyone wants to fucking be the bottomest motherfucker. MMA when they watch MMA. MMA fans when they watch MMA. Possibly the most underwhelming fight ever. Ever, guys. This is the most underwhelming. 42 upvotes. The most underwhelming fight of all fucking time. I know you're going to have super hardcore fans being like, it was so incredible to watch. Such a domination and shit like that. But it was unbearable knowing that Charles could have beat him on the feet also. So we're playing what if. I mean, we all know Charles could have just beat him on the fucking feet. I mean, why didn't he just do that? What the fuck? He easily could have outboxed, outstruck for 5 fucking straight rounds Max Holloway on the feet. I mean, we all knew that. That's why everyone was picking Oliveira to knock him the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my face, dude. This is so stupid. Like, I'm genuinely pissed the fuck off. Like, dude, these are the bots. These are the bots watching this shit, man. Complaining to complain. Like I was saying, I'm the biggest fucking hater. But, dude, we're just hating to hate, man. The most underwhelming fight of all fucking time. Let that sink in, bro. Let that fucking sink in. And now your newest boring motherfucker champion. Time to eliminate the BMF. It's pointless. I mean, who the fuck? Okay, this is total side note. But are we just going to go back and say the UFC's in a fucking worst spot ever? The UFC's terrible. The fights suck. Cards suck. Dude, are we forgetting that the people already claiming fight of the fucking year? And it was the first main event of the goddamn year? We're forgetting Patty versus Gaethje? A fucking war? A top 15 fight of all time? A top 15 fight of all fucking time, bro. A top 15 fight. Dude, I'm really going to fucking lose my mind. You don't want to see a white boy lose his fucking marbles. Gaethje versus Patty. 2 months ago. Almost to the fucking date. Actually, I don't remember when the fuck that fight was, but 2 months ago. 2 months ago, we had one of the best fights of all time. A fucking war. And people are... UFC's in the worst spot. I get that fight maybe should not have happened, but respect the fucking fight. It was a war. It was badass. It was a badass fight. And people were saying this shit's terrible. Who the fuck should Max have fought? People were calling for Oliveira. Great fight. People were applauding this shit. Then it happens. What? What's the question? Why the Oliveira? Once again, BSD? Yes, we want BSD in the fuck out of my face, man. This is the card I got my parents to watch. They fell asleep. That's kind of on you, man. I mean, you look at the fucking main card. We had Cody Brundlage on the fucking... Oh, my God. The featured fight of the prelims, dude. What the fuck are we doing getting our parents... Dude, this is a badass fight. Yep, your parents fell asleep because the 2 first fights ended in a knockout on the main card. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Sure, the prelims are dog shit. How many prelims are good? Genuinely, how many prelims are good? This one definitely stuck out. Not as entertaining for the prelims. But what the fuck do we expect? Genuinely, what do we expect? I guess more finishes. But that's just not realistic. It's really fucking not. How are more people... I know it's a fucking... Because of the title. And I know it's the 2 of the biggest, most beloved fighters in the UFC. How am I seeing more shit about Charles than Raul fucking Rose? Bro, this guy, Raul Rosas Jr., he is a terrorist of the sport at all cost. At all fucking costs, bro. I'm saying the Mexican cartel has to get this guy and properly eliminate him from the UFC roster. Maybe this is why this fight's getting such a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth because, one, the co-main, it was okay. It should have been a featured fight, not the co-main, but the fucking featured fight, man. Raul Rosas Jr., do I need to pull up? I think he had 8 significant fucking strikes. Do I need to pull this shit up? Here we go. All right, we're pulling this shit up. We're data checking, fact checking. Not Taporia versus Gaethje. Where are we at? Oliveira. Here we go. 8 significant strikes. What the fuck are people coming on the internet? And I know it's because they're 2 bigger fighters. Blame this fight. Fucking blame this fight for all the card's woes. You can blame the UFC for making this dog shit card. I mean, Rodriguez, Bruno, that's a good fight. Dober, Michael Johnson, that's not terrible. This is a fucking travesty of the sport, man, especially as the featured fight. 8 significant strikes. Do we know how many Charles landed? 50. And this is what's getting crucified as boring. This is the worst fight ever, man. 8 fucking significant strikes. I rest my fucking case, dude. I mean, even this was boring. This had 55 from RDR, 57 significant strikes from Kyle Barajo. 8 fucking. This is the biggest lay and pray. This is one of the biggest lay and prays I've ever fucking seen, man. The irony is, if Charles would have secured a submission, Raul Rosas Jr., I'm not done with you. I'm not fucking done with you, man. That was a horseshit fight. Horseshit. And people are sitting here not saying much. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Charles is getting all the heat for his boring-ass fight. Since Max has good submission defense, everyone is here bitching. It's literally not like Charles was inactive. He was so much more active than Khamzat. So much more active. Khamzat had 37 significant strikes. DDP landed 13. 13 fucking significant strikes for the champion, by the way. I mean, I don't understand. 37 significant strikes. Dude, Raul Rosas Jr. landed 8. 8 fucking strikes. Like, I don't want to be honest, I don't know where the fuck I was getting at with this. Sure, Charles only landed 13 more sig strikes. But at least, I think that's what I'm getting at. Submission attempts, 0. Khamzat had 0 submission attempts. He wasn't actively working. The total strikes is crazy, but it was a lot of pitter-patter. It was, because you can see, 532 total strikes, 37 were significant. And then if we go to I should have just pulled it up. Charles versus fucking 4 sub attempts. Khamzat had 12 takedowns. 5 from Charles. Same amount of control time. Like, 50 significant strikes compared to 37. Like, 110 total strikes. And half of them were significant. Khamzat had 530 total strikes and only 37 significant strikes. With 4 sub attempts from Charles. The fuck out of here. Not the same fight at all. Not the whole card sucked ass. Eliminate the stupid BMF gimmick. Funny how DC called it out. John Anik and Joe were like, get him to the company men. Yeah, I'm sorry, DC, but as I said, Max will be all right because he beat Ortega. Because Oliveira was supposed to not take advantage. The BMF, not BMF, to dominate your opponent, the number 1 volume striker, and not let him land marks. I mean, pure domination. The hell is wrong with y'all names? Facts. Be mad at the matchmaking and not Charles. What's the point of the BMF if it's just a secondary lightweight title? Just schedule the fun fights. That's just not true at all. Genuinely, who the fuck? Like, this is a good fight. This is a good matchup. This is a good... Charles is not a fucking Khamzat. Get the fuck out of my face. UFC fans are the worst. Great fight, Paramount. My screen is black. New gift for y'all. I mean, what in the fuck were we doing? Kyle Barajo, man. As soon as I saw that, I knew we had new memes. I mean, yeah. Straighten Kid Rock's face. Yeah, that was Jarvis jerk a little. Drew, your next opponent is black. Officer Drew Dober and Officer Joe Pfeiffer. That is one of the craziest tag team duos. Holy fuck, that was a brutal knockout. Drew stopped resisting Dober. I mean, how can you not? I mean, I picked Michael Johnson. I don't know. I really thought the Michael Johnson title run was going to start now. I really did, but it's literally the Michael Johnson career. Dude's the inverse Gustafson. Racially motivated Drew Dober is goated. Rock versus Cena. UFC, if they book a racially motivated Drew Dober versus the minority killer Quillen style. Dude, I mean, Quillen's going to be fighting up the fighting into the rankings, but dude, that would be crazy. I mean, Dober gets slimed the fuck out, but Dober versus Sal Kill, man. Oh my god. Racism is the best base for MMA confirmed. I cannot confirm or deny. What's with the racist comments? What's with the backstory? Officer Drew Dober. What's going on? Who are we going to talk about Charles beating Max on the feet too, or just pretend it never happened? Here we go. Let's get into this. Takedown threat would have been the most obvious answer. However, the reach and power disparity was shown. I mean, that's facts. Max had to always be in range to hit Charles. That's what everyone thought. Everyone thought, he was going to not walk Charles down, but Max was going to go in there quick, step out, circle, use the teeps. Like, Charles doesn't have head movement, but Max did none of that. Like I said, the fights started all 5 rounds back on the feet. Charles mogged the fuck out of him. Charles moved Max with everything he threw. He looked powerful. Charles did look really powerful this fight. Takedown threat was homeboy. Charles, he's not. That Charles will fucking stand and box with you. That's the thing. Charles is not looking for the immediate takedown. I don't know if everyone's watched the fucking same Charles that they're talking about. It's not like an Islam. It really is not like an Islam, where it's like you throw one punch, boom, open mat. Charles is not going to fucking open mat wrestle you. He's going to get you in the clinch. He's going to push you back to the cage, and Charles is going to work his way, work you down from the cage. Charles is not going to shoot an open mat fucking takedown attempt. He's not. If you throw a teep and he grabs your leg, he's not. Like, if you throw a punch and he slips it, he's not going to shoot. That's not Charles. Like, get the fuck out of here. I just don't understand. Don't understand. Sir, there's a third groin strike. I mean, how can we not talk about this fight, man? Headbutt, 3 groin strikes, vomit in the bucket, and a 2-point deduction. Very weird fight. I mean, very, very fuck. I genuinely had no idea who the fuck was going to win. I had no idea who was winning the first 2 rounds. Like, I don't know if Garbrandt should have won, but what the actual fuck, man. Zhao was on a mission to make the world without Garbrandt. That's a funny ass fucking comment. He had no business losing the fight. Completely fucked himself. Also good to see Cody survive. Who the fuck? Cody, God, who was it? Cody called out, dude. It was fucking terrible. Terrible, man. I was like, what are we doing? If I can find that. Did Bobby Hill train this guy? Let's see the stats. Total strikes, yeah, 19. I mean, just dog shit from Garbrandt. 19 total strikes, and you win the fight, by the way. Like, no takedowns. Let's say 0 for fucking 8 on takedown attempts. I mean, looking at the stats, I mean, yeah. But, I mean, you take away the points, whatever. Such a weird fight. 3 nut shots in a row. Pretty crazy. How he wasn't disqualified. Scrambled those balls. No way this wasn't intentional. I mean, after the second one, I'm sorry about that. Especially, dude, come on. The whole fucking point down gimmick. Dude, what are we doing, man? Cody no lunch, Garbrandt. What a scumbag. Just bin the cunt. Dirty work. Killed my parlay. But yeah, like, you can't kick a guy in the balls, get points deducted from you. And yes, we're going to look at this Charles picture. And then the whole time you're fucking pointing down. Hey. Yeah, come on. Point down. Let's stand and bang. Get the fuck out of here. Congratulations to Charles Oliev on the big W. Snoozing. How to spoon someone. I mean, this is just not factual. Max just needs to start punching. Max just needs to stall. DC round 5. Do Chihuiwi and Font. I mean, how are we not doing Chihuiwis and fucking Font for this image? I know it's because these two, and it was the main event. This may be the worst card this guy's ever seen. The card that with 2 knockouts, by the way. There was 2 knockouts on the card. I get they were the first 2 fights. 2 knockouts. Brutal, clean knockouts. No follow-up strikes needed. Worst card ever, by the way. Like, get the fuck out of my face. Literally, not even close. Yeah, see, we got RoboCop and Drew Dober finishes. UFC 312, Tyra Park, Blanchfield Barber. That's just last year. I mean, seriously. Are we forgetting the disaster class of DDP, Sean Strickland last year? Once again, do we need a fact check to this bullshit? That is one of the worst cards of all fucking time. DDP Strickland 2. Look at the fucking main card, dude. Are we being dead ass? People are saying this is the worst card of all time. Jake Matthews, Francisco Prado, unanimous decision. Jimmy the fucking Brute Crute, Rodolfo Bellato, a draw. Justin Taffa, Towson Teixeira as the featured fucking fight. Get the fuck out of my face, man. Okay, we get a heavyweight KO. And then a Weili Zhang versus Tatiana Suarez co-main and a fucking boring DDP Strickland fight. But yes, the fight, the card last night with 2 knockouts, 2 clean knockouts was the worst card ever. Worst card assembled. The matchmaking's dog shit. I'm telling you, it's the fucking terrorist Raul Rosas Jr. who ruined this fucking card. I'm telling you, that's what it is. It is not the main event. As much as I love Charles, you cannot hold the BMF title after a performance like that. Like, get the fuck... Dude, picking and choosing. I could literally yap about this for 8 straight hours. Worst card in recent history. What are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. And this is, you had to pay real fucking monies, $80 fucking dollars for this card. Look at the fucking prelims, dude. Are we I mean, you had Quillin Salkilled all the way down here opening the main card, or opening the card. Alexandre Topuria. What the actual, Tom Nolan. What the fuck is this main card, dude? You're paying $80 to watch Rodolfo Bellato. And this would be like, what, his second fight in the UFC? Third fight? Jake Matthews. Yep, Francisco Prado. I mean, how can you not fucking pay $80? Shell out $80 for Justin Toff on the featured fight. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm pissed off, man. Ball Mounting Face Championship. Yep, that's the BMF. I enjoyed that fight for full 25 minutes. A grappling masterclass. That's facts. Might be one of the worst fights of all time. I mean, let's go through this. Xiao the Ball Buster. Did Joe just call him Corey like 10 times? Won by getting kicked in the dick twice. I mean, yeah. Garbrandt definitely won this shit by literally getting kicked in the dick. Is getting kicked in the dick? Is having a big dick the best base in MMA? Hold up. Hey, should have been a DQ. Very frustrating but entertaining. The whole card has been a joke except Montez. Worse than the three before. It was certainly one of the fights of all time. I mean, this is definitely how you can sum it up. It was one of the fights of all time. Just DQ the fuck. Dustin, when we fought for the BMF, did your foot hurt? Dude, this is so fucking boring. Here we go. Chee-wee-wees. Your time has come. 0 damage done. How can you be... I mean, to be fair, Font really didn't do anything. He didn't get any pitter-patter off the back. Because it was like the Jelton Almeida versus Volkov. Volkov won while being on his back and doing nothing. Getting fucking smothered, but at least he was punching, trying to do something. Font literally just took it like a good little boy. How can you be a veteran like Font and not break the handlock and not even attempt? I agree. This style of fighting is terrible. I mean, this is facts. Like, this is facts. I picked Raul Rosas, bro. I'll pull up my fucking Tapology right now, bro. I picked Raul Rosas Jr., but this shit was abysmal. Such a shit fight. All his fights are boring. I mean, Raul Rosas Jr. has no striking. His only thing is wrestling. He's got to submit you. People in general don't like that shit. Clearly, they're saying it's boring, but at least he didn't, or not at least, but he literally does zero, like eight strikes, bro. Kid is not champ material. I agree. This is one of the worst fights I've ever seen. Thank you. This is what's causing the narrative to just be in the mud. I'm telling you, if we had a semi-entertaining, if we had another fight that was the exact same or very similar to Baralho versus RDR as the featured fight and we got rid of this shit, or if this fight was, as similar as the co-main, people would not be... I'm telling you, this is what it is, but they're all taking out on Oliveira. It's the last thing they saw. I don't know how people are forgetting 8 fucking strike masterclass from Rosas Jr. I don't think Font left with a scratch. Horrible fucking fight. I'm only 21. Raul Nurmagomedov Rosas. I mean, Khabib literally destroyed people with ground and pound. The fuck are you talking about? More like Raul Shamaev. Yes. Chee-wee-wee. Bro, did he even say chee-wee-wees? I was at B-Dubs, and I don't think I heard him or seen him on the mic because they didn't have the audio playing. I did not see him lip chee-wee-wees, man. Hamzat Jr. Hamzat has one boring fight. Oliveira has one boring fight, and we're, get the fuck... oh, my God, dude. I'm so pissed off. This era needs to end, man. We got Merab versus O'Malley. Merab's entertaining now. We all turned a new leaf. DDP Hamzat, Oliveira, dude, like the fucking fact that this shit is even, oh my God, dude. The problem is strikers haven't really gotten good at grappling or defending submissions. Like, dude, once again, go watch bare knuckle boxing, go watch Zuffa boxing, go watch kickboxing. If it starts with a B and ends in oxing, go fucking watch it. Do not watch mixed martial arts. I get you want entertaining fights, but these guys are not going to fucking throw away, I was going to say millions, thousands of dollars for their fucking career to entertain you guys. Okay? The fuck out of my face. Look at Merab's last fight. That was a fun fight. Merab, he turned a new, Merab, ever since the O'Malley 1 fight, has been entertaining. He turned a new leaf. He is low-key an underrated fan favorite. Like, I gotta say, bro, he is funny as fuck. His emotes, his fight with Umnar was good. His fight with Piotr Jan was good. The Sandhagen fight was good. Like, we cannot sit here and say... There was a time where it was like... God, I gotta remember, dude. It was at least... I think it was when... I don't think it was when Big Ank won the belt. There was a time where it was like, holy shit, we're gonna get... Oh, fuck, who was in the flyweight? I think it was like Pantoja. We're gonna get Umar. We're gonna get Marab. I mean, they're in the same fucking division. We're gonna get Arman... or Islam holding the title. We got fucking all the brothers. Okay, it was like Big Ank holding the title. It was like, holy fuck. It was a nightmare. What's the fucking guy's name? He's fighting Lerone Murphy. I'm forgetting his fucking name already. It was Mavzar. People thought all the brothers. Wrestling was gonna take over. That was low key one of the darkest points in MMA. Are we just forgetting? That was like 2 years ago. Where genuinely all this shit. People thought this shit was over. People genuinely thought MMA, the UFC was over because they thought the brother wrestling was going to take over. I mean, what's the solution? Create two different divisions for grapplers and strikers. What's the difference between this sport and kickboxing? I mean, that's facts. Dude, go watch one. Like, you got MMA one fight. You got BJJ the next. And you got some kickboxing the next. Like, go fucking watch one championship. Like, GSP figured out how to sprawl better than these wrestlers. Other guys need to do better. The one Muay Thai and kickboxing events are really good if you want to go get some more striking in. Go watch fucking Rod Tang, my guy. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Every time I try to introduce someone new to the UFC, this shit happens. Boring motherfuckers. Yes, Nate Diaz. Yes, Nate Diaz. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, you boring motherfuckers. The fuck? Dude, go watch kickboxing, watch boxing, start to the B, ends in oxing, go fucking watch it, man. Ancient Chinese martial art technique. Big Dick's the best base. I mean, what can you say? Just how good is Ili Tapturo? Racially motivated judober does it again. Joe Rogan criticizing the crowd, calling them casual fans for Rogan Cook. I mean... Who they said couldn't grapple, who couldn't actually grapple. We have not seen Alex get smothered or actually, like, in a grappling exchange like Max was last night at all. Even for a round, we haven't seen Pereira like that. I mean, who's going to grapple in the light heavyweight division? People want to say, because they see Big Ank as his brother Russian, he can wrestle. But he's a boxer. Get the fuck... Like, dude, he's a boxer. What the fuck? So we're just seeing people and what they look like, and like, yes, Azamat Murzakalonov is a boxer. Who the fuck is going to smother Pereira? Who's going to take Pereira down? And now he's in heavyweight. He's fighting Cyril Gane. Who's not going to fucking smother him? Like, what? We haven't seen it. Regardless. I'd argue Max surviving 25 minutes with Oliveira on his back means the fact that he can grapple. It's just like the JDM. He can grapple. He defended all the submission attempts. Anyone else, get taps to the neck crank. That was BMF, not tapping to the neck cranks. That was getting put on him. I'd say he can grapple. He showed very good submission defense and had the determination not to get tapped, especially in the neck cranks. He could not get transitions. This is what it is. He can grapple, but he couldn't transition. He couldn't pass. He couldn't defend the takedowns. Doesn't mean he can't grapple. Just because I don't fucking get it. Font versus Rosas Jr., I agree. Best part of the UFC. I mean, damn, Paramount sucks. Arman immediately calling for a rematch with Charles. I mean, this too. If you do Charles versus, I really think BSD for the fucking, or they're trying to do Conor, bro. Conor gets slimed out by Charles. Charles would knock Conor out, knock Conor the fuck out. That's what I want to see. Like, that would be hilarious. Charles, literally after this, what people are calling a smudge fest, goes in there and knocks fucking Conor out in the BMF title. In a world, we get Charles BSD, or Charles someone, and then you do Charles Arman. And if Charles wins, I'm playing if, man. If Charles wins these two, I mean, he fights Ilya again, or you just fucking move down. You vacate the BMF, or you bring the fucking BMF down to featherweight, and you put two belts, the first ever two-belt title fight on the line. The featherweight title and the BMF title. If Volk wins again, Volk versus Charles, That is a very underrated fight. I mean, that shit would be cinema. And we're playing once again If Man Dream World, but a 5-round fight. This version of Charles, he might beat Arman, bro. That'd be a crazy fun matchup. But fuck, that'd be so entertaining. Zahabi O'Malley is poopy. Sure, ruined my parlay. Thanks, Obama. Here we go. One of the most underrated middleweight fighters, contenders. Yes, he is a top contender right now. Dude, he might fucking beat like Kyle Barajo, man. Like, dude, what the fuck? People are saying they want to see. I've seen people want to see him fight Whitaker. Bro, Whitaker's moving up. What the fuck? I think RDR moves up. I think Barajo is not going to fight. Because why would he fight RoboCop? That doesn't make any sense. But I think RoboCop will slam him the fuck out. He doesn't look a day over 50. Crazy to bet against RoboCop. Yeah, he's looked really good in his last couple fights. EP Obama. That's a crazy nickname. EP Obama. Crisp right hand, destination, Shadow Realm. He ain't no 185. Easy KO bet. That's RoboCop. He's a BJJ ace. He has insane power. Spars with Alex Pereira. Even though he got sparked by Fajeda, I had to get with him. I mean, yeah. Love to see it. The Korean Zombie there supporting the Blessed Holloway. Dan Hooker. Dude, the Dan Hooker fucking... Can we book this shit? If Patty Hooker doesn't get booked, can we book this shit, bro? What the fuck's their beef? Like, genuinely, I've never heard Charles say, like, anything bad about it. Bro, he genuinely hates Dan Hooker, and Dan Hooker hates everybody. And Dan Hooker is worthy of the BMF. Dude, can we get fucking... Fuck it. Like, let's do... Or you do... Max Arman... Max Rufy, Arman fucking versus Ilya. Arman doesn't have to prove himself again. Charles Hooker, like, there's low-key matchups to be made at lightweight now. Like, low-key, dude. Can we get this for the BMF? Like I said, Hooker is a BMF contender. Would be so fucking entertaining. Charles would absolutely fucking kill him. It would be a round 1 sub. But I would love to see the build-up. This would be fun because we really don't see Charles in beefs like that. He's such a positive guy. But the beef is there. That shit's fucking funny. I'll talk about the White House card in another video. Ran into Brock Lesnar. We do not care about Brock Lesnar. Yeah, boy, motherfuckers. If we were winning the fight... turn this shit off, man. Also, Max Holloway after losing the fight for 24 minutes. And, dude, he had to. Like, dude, this was literally a gimmick. I'm sorry, this was gimmicky as fuck. Someone had to say it. This was gimmicky as fuck, bro. You knew this shit was happening. Charles could have just held his back. Charles is the fucking BMF here. Charles could have held his back for the last 11 seconds. But no, he broke that shit. He said Holloway said something in his ear. He broke that shit, got off the back. And, of course, the gimmicky, got his ass kicked. Holloway pointed to the fucking ground and gets pieced. A 2-piece combo and a fucking soda. Charles on Max, bro. Max did not land shit cleanly. He landed on Charles' shoulders, man. This is literally like a sponsored fucking, like, here's your, 20 grand. You got to do the point down. This is literally a sponsored fucking, just like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm trolling, but, like, low-key, this is, like, literally a sponsored event where it's like, oh, okay, here's my gimmick. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Get out! The fuck out of my face, man. F Paramount Plus, Chi Wee Wees. I mean, yeah. Active elite grappling is entertaining, not thrilling, but that wasn't boring. They're talking shit about Puka in the subreddit. UFC will prioritize violence in 2026. Okay, Chiwiwi's again sleeping. Okay, let's hop over to the the MMA subreddit real quick. This has been a super long video. Anything interesting, quick. Volkov watching Gone. Spoiler, Max Holloway, Charles. Oliveira's now 5-0 in rematches. Dog. There's the body lock. Drew Dober versus Johnson. Rodriguez versus Fajeda. See what they're saying? That shit was fucking quick. RoboCop 2, RoboCop's Revenge. Now they both knock each other out in the third fight. They both touch death. Fucking do a trilogy. Facts. I mean, how can you not do a trilogy? Barajo versus RDR. That has not been talked about. I think people just didn't give a fuck about this shit. RDR looks like he fought in slow motion. I agree. He looked really good, but I really think he moves. He needs to move up to light heavyweight. Light heavyweight is in dire need of some star power. You're getting Whitaker, RDR. That's going to help a lot. Middleweight is in a good spot, a good enough spot to where they can lose 2 top 10 guys, 2 pretty good talents that probably aren't ever touching the belt. RDR, there was talk about it last year. He did look good, but I think he needs to move to light heavyweight. Dude, can we also, like, side note, RDR versus Yuri? Maybe Yuri just fucking starches him, but, dude, I think that'd be such a goofy, fun fucking fight. Underrated goofball fight. RDR versus Yuri, man. Yuri wins the title. RDR makes a title run. Dude, that fight, that's peak fight. Hey, that's peak fight. 30-27. Type of fight your friends see when they get to introduce them to the sport. Kyle DDP. Over under 5 cage grabs by Kyle, yeah. He won all 3 rounds. Nah, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, this video went on a little too long. I mean, maybe not long enough. I could yap for fucking hours about this, but that's been UFC 326. The Redditors take on it. The next fight card, UFC 327, was going to be Yuri versus Ulberg. Bro, we are on our hands and knees, praying that Yuri is a champion. Van versus Tatsuro Taira. Badass fight. I mean, badass fights. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what Reddit has to say after UFC 327. The Redditors know all. They are geniuses. And yeah, if you're one of these Redditors, I'm sorry, bro. But it is what it is. If you got to the end of the video, thank you. I appreciate you. Love you. I'll see you in the next one.